So Mona Lisa, I am requesting you to start the prayer.
Yes, sir. Please close your hand. Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidhisavahai. Om Shanti Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, Mona Lisa.
Thank you.
webinar చూద్దాం.
I am. Please mute your microphone so that we can follow all of the voices. Okay. Now I'm sharing the screen. Good morning, everybody. On behalf of Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust, I welcome you all to today's 40th Sunday webinar. So we are very much close to the 50th webinar. This is our logo based upon the principles of Ravindra Psychotherapy. Ravindra Psychotherapy assumes there are 3 levels of consciousness. The gray one, which is the Mukta layer, and the middle one, this is the Rago layer, and the innermost is the Saraswat layer. So I am requesting all of you, please you do not make any sound. Okay. So this is our logo. And in this logo, you will find the 3 layers of consciousness. The outer layer, this is the gray color. This is the seat of attention, sensation, and perception. It is called the Murta layer. The middle one, this is called the Raga layer. It is the seat of feeling, emotion, memory, thinking, and their associations. It is colorful and filled with different flows in consciousness. The innermost part, that is white, the seat of harmony with surroundings, the aesthetic, and way to creativity and innovation. So these 3 layers I have developed based upon my psychological counseling through Ravindra Sangit. This is our motto, Tamasho Ma Jyotir Gamayo. It means when you want to explore the truth, you will find several fixed and the randomized data. So our motto will be to control the fixed and randomized data. Ms. Sudipta Majumdar, she is the secretary. She designed this logo. We are grateful to Sudipta. Now I am presenting my student, Ms. Ritika Sarkar. She did PhD on Ravindra Sangit, specifically how consciousness flow occurs in mind. And she submitted her PhD dissertation to Ravindra Bharati University for the award. Now I am presenting one Ravindra Sangit. Please you follow. So, Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust, it is registered under the Indian Trust Act 1882. This is our registration number. We are the 5 peoples. We are the trustees. Ms. Sudipta Majumdar, she is the treasurer. Dr. Rama Manna, she is the trustee. Dr. Subroto Bashak, me, and Dr. Shitanshu Khatua. We are all the trustees. So now I want to declare the course completion certificate to my students of Ravindric Story Therapy, Ms. Upasana De, Ms. Shormishta Pal, and Ms. Payal De. Are you here, anybody? Okay. Recently, we have completed one short-term course, that is the Ravindra Sangit based psychological counseling. This was 5 days course, and we have offered this attendance certificate to Ms. Monalisha Pattanayak, Ms. Srijita Bhattacharya, Ms. Dolon Sarkar, Ms. Tanaya Bera, Ms. Upasana Das, Ms. Sulagna Chakraborty, Ms. Amrita Lahiri, Dr. Devobrita Mollik, Ms. Orpita Bhattacharya, Ms. Ahili Bhattacharya, Ms. Ishita Bhattacharya. Is there anybody here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm stop sharing. I am requesting Upasana, are you here?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'm there.
you are here. Okay, thank you. Upasana acho, Orpita acho, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So one of you, please you explain what is your feeling about the course, because the eminent professors are here. They are also interested to know the Ravindra Sangit and how it acts on our consciousness. So, Sri, is it possible for you to say a few words? Sri,
Actually,
from Pune.
good morning, everybody. Yes, yes. I'm Srijita Bhattacharya from Pune. Actually, I was very much interested about this course because it combines my interest to both ends, that psychotherapy related to psychology with Ravindra Sangit, as I have been singing this. Um, uh, this area in this area. So I was like um, uh, very much keen to learn about what is the psychotherapy and what is Ravindric psychotherapy. It is a very new uh, idea for me. So I asked sir to let me join in that course, and it what should I say, in on only for 5 days it was the course was scheduled, but it is really great to share that uh, I'm very much impressed and I'm very much interested even more to know about this subject, because it is not that we can understand everything at in this short period. So I would like to gain much more mm, uh, uh, some uh, uh, some technical things, some experience. I would like to gather such experiences more. So, sir, please let me know if there is any other courses or anything. As Ravindra Sangit, as we know, it is fulfilling in its own area, but how it helps to a person who is in search of a therapy for their need. So it is actually helpful, I think. So
Thank you.
I would
Thank you, Sri.
like to sing a song, just one line, that is one song, one line, sir.
Sure,
That is
sure.
আজ যেমন করে গাইছে আকাশ, এমনি করে গাও আজ যেমন করে। Thank you.
Thank you, Sri. So I am requesting Urpita Bhattacharya from Bangalore. Urpita, so what is your experience about the course?
Sir, I was really interested in this genre of Ravindra Sangit because I have experienced that Ravindra Sangit is, in my experience, what I have learned and what I have slightly teaching everybody. So it was about emotions and about mind. So how the mind works, and with the Ravindra Sangit, it was very questionable for me. But in this course which I joined, I get to know the layers and all of the mind and how it is working properly, about how the experience goes to layers, and how the Ravindra Sangit is helping the person who is in need. So it is really helpful, and I have tested myself also, because when I was doing with Ravindra Sangit, with the art, music and images which you taught us, it was really exploding, and I would like to explore it more. So I would like to explore all the genres of Ravindranath Tagore's literature and the singing and the other drawing part all the things together, because it is a very vast thing. Ravindra psychotherapy is a vast thing, and it is an exploratory thing. So it is not that we can, it is about testing and doing. So I would like to experiment, and I would like to get all the information I can get from, and I also, it helped me a lot. The course helped me a lot about to know the basics of the things which I was wanted to learn, and I think I would pursue more in this genre.
Thank you, Arpita.
And I'm
Thank
very
you.
I'm very happy.
Thank you, Arpita. Upasana, you are here. So can you brief?
Yes, sir. First of all, a very good morning to everyone. Thank you, sir, for asking me to share my experience. It was a wonderful experience for last 5 days that I was looking forward to meet this group, because amazing songs that I have been listening. More of it, that concept of Ravindric psychotherapy gave me an insight where I learned uh, how the consciousness move from one part to other part of the how the centrum of consciousness move from one side to the other side, as you mentioned, that raga, murta raga and sharashat layers. So we have been struggling to find ourselves, and it does really an self experiential learning as well. It was amazing to hear how Ravindric psychotherapy works in every human being, not only a person who is suffering from any kind of conditions, but in our regular day life, how Rabindranath Tagore can help us. As we all know that Rabindranath Tagore is there with us throughout every time, in our grief, in our happiness, in our uh, daily day life, everywhere he is there. But I must thank you for giving us the chance to explore the tip of Rabindranath Tagore's songs. And as a movement therapist, I am blessed to come to know about this course from you, which will help me to go further. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Upasana. Mona Lisa, can you brief your experience? Mona Lisa
Yes.
is from Odisha.
Yes, sir.
So,
Sir, the 5 days program, the Ravindric Sangeet based psychological counseling was very impactful. I learned many new things from this course. So counseling is basically a learning process. The consciousness has 3 layers: the Murtar layer, the Raga layer, and the Saraswat layer. We learned about the centered concept and the centered flow dynamics. We learned many new Ravindra Sangeet also. Ravindra Sangeet is also using for the therapeutic use. It has the therapeutic value. So the overall program, I am very much impressed, and I got many new friends from this course. I am very happy to got my new friends. I am the regular student of Ravindric Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust, Kolkata. I am eager to learn more from these new courses.
sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sri. Thank you, Arpita. Thank you, Upasana. Thank you, Mona Lisa,
Thank you,
for
sir.
sharing
Thank you,
your views about Ravindric psychotherapy. Yeah. Now, I am presenting you. This is our vision. Each academic trust has own vision. This is our vision. First one, self-awakening. Second, freedom of imagination. Third, universal peace. And fourth, sustainable environment. And fifth, harmony. So based upon this vision, we are designing our courses. This is the oath taking for our students. Now I am presenting our students' performance. Aditri, I am requesting all of you, please you mute yourself so that you can, hello, please you mute yourself. Otherwise, I have to mute.
এবার ডান হাত ঠিক আছে
Thank you, Ashia Sardar. Our institute has a period-based course. We have the research internship and we are planning for new course. Our period-based course is Ravindric Story Therapy, Ravindra Sangeet-based clinical music therapy. Some nurses, they have joined environmental science, school counseling, and forensic psychology. Our research internship is effect of dance on toddlers. Our new course, Ravindra Sangeet based drawing and survey research method. Very soon we will launch. These are some of our achievements, that is our research achievement. Number one, aptitude of story therapist, psychophysics in Kathak dance, mathematical modeling of Ravindra Sangeet, Ravindra Sangeet and human value system, profile matching based career counseling, dance based English learning, pro-environmental attitude scale construction. Our students, they have received 2 best paper awards from Indian School Psychology Association and me has received best paper award from the Indian Academy of Applied Psychology our students have published 3 research papers. We have conducted some international webinar with Philippines and Greece and Bangladesh. With Philippines and Greece, our research is related to Ravindric psychotherapy. It is specially focused on how research can develop resilience in the COVID-19 pandemic situation. With Bangladesh Psychometric Society, we have conducted 2 programs. One is related to the data science and Bloom's taxonomy. We have done some collaboration with the Indian Academy of Health Psychology, collaboration with INSPA, and today collaboration with Indian Academy of Applied Psychology. We have finished free Sunday webinar 47. We have done some college collaboration. Now I am presenting you one Ravindra dance performed by our student Miss Amrita Pal Bosak. Thank you, Amrita Pal Bosak. She is our student for the course Psychology in Kathak and Ravindra Dance. I am highly privileged today to introduce today's speaker, Professor MVR Raju. Professor MVR Raju is Senior Professor and Head Department of Psychology. He is the Director, Center for Psychological Assessment and Counseling, Chairman, Faculty of Science, Academic Senate Member, ex-in-charge Registrar, Academic Dean of Academic Affairs. He is the Faculty Chairman of Yoga and Consciousness and Board of Studies Chairman, Andhra University, and Board of Studies Chairman, Acharya Nagarjuna University. He has 35 years of teaching and research experience. His areas of specialization include stress, mental health, special children, and counseling. Presently, he is the president of the Indian Association of Applied Psychology, Indian Academy of Applied Psychology. Okay. Editor and scientific board member, European Journal of Intellectual Disability, Switzerland. Editorial advisor, International Journal of Indian Psychology. Is the editor, International Journal of Psychological Research. Consulting editor, Journal of Psychological Researches, Madras. Editor, Indian Journal of Developmental Disabilities. He has authored 15 books in English and regional languages and also edited 15 books. He presented research papers more than 92 national and international conferences and 114 research papers published in reputed national and international journals. He guided 55 PhDs and 9 MPhils under his guidance. The Andhra Pradesh Honorable High Court of Judicature appointed as expert psychologist for TV George, 2008. He is recipient of many prestigious awards. Professor S.C. Sharma Memorial Best Researcher Award 2018, Best School Trainer Award 2017, Best Research Award 2016, NITTR and IAAP 2016, NITTR and IAAP Award 2016. Platinum Jubilee Lecture by the Indian Science Congress Association 2016. Indian Psychological Association Presidential Gold Medal Award in 2015. Lifetime Achievement Award 2014. Sigmund Freud Memorial Best Psychologist Award 2014. Professor Anima Sen IAAP Memorial Award in 2012. The State Best Teacher Andhra Pradesh Award in 2009. The Best Outstanding Contribution in Psychology 2009. Best Book Award 2008. Psychometric Testing Services Award in 2007. Best Academician Award in 2007. And Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Best Researcher Award, Andhra University 2006. He has been actively involved in consultancy and projects in national and international level, handled in major industries like HPCL, Regency, Ceramic, Anrak Aluminium Limited. Besides, he is attached with UGC, ICSSR, and Adult Psychiatry Department, University Hospitals of Geneva, Switzerland. GFM TM R7, that is the Global Fund to Fight AIDS, TB, and Malaria. He is attached with abstracts and NACO and 8 major projects completed under him. He has organized 22 national and international conferences and workshops in the areas of applied psychology. He is a member in national, state universities and industries. He visited countries like UK, Japan, Singapore, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Spain, Switzerland, Malaysia, Thailand, France, and Germany as part of academic endeavors. He is a resource person and trainer in major public and private sector organizations. So, multifaceted talent we have noted in Professor Raju. And now I am requesting Professor Raju to deliver his lecture. Professor Raju. Professor Raju, I am requesting you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir, for joining. Distinguished professors are here. They are, and my students are also here. They are, everyone is waiting for you, for your presentation. They want to see you. Here you will find your friends, Professor G. Venkatesh Kumar, Professor Gautam Gawali, and you have many students here. So now if you want to use the PowerPoint, you can use your PowerPoint.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And your lecture is linked to the YouTube. So people from different parts of the world, they can follow your presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes. Can I start, sir? Can I start?
Yes, sir. You can start now.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Good morning, everybody. Most respected Dr. Roy and respected Ravindra Institute, the members, my beloved academicians, and my good friends, Professor Gautam Gawali, Professor Venkatesh Kumar, and other distinguished the professors within the country and outside the country. I request the members, please mute your phones. I request all the members, please mute.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. This is Vasundhara Sharma.
Madam, good morning. Madam, good morning.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. Madam, fine. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I am joined in the meeting today.
Yes, welcome, madam. Yes.
Thank you very much after looking you after a long time.
Yes, madam. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to start my program. Please, I request to all the participants, mute your phones. Please maintain silence. Please, this is my appeal and request.
Sir, good morning. I am Ramarao.
Yes. Sir, please.
Host can mute the other participants. If there is a host,
Now, sir, please you unmute yourself and you can present now. I have muted all of them. Sir, please you unmute yourself.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Most respected Dr. Dattaroy, Ravindra Tagore Institute, and respected members, Ravindra Tagore Institute, and my beloved friends and professors, Professor Venkatesh Kumar, Professor Gautam Gawali, Professor Sharmaji, and the professors within the country and outside the country, these are scholars and psychologists come counselors and dear participants. It is my privilege to share my research, teaching, clinical, and counseling experience since last 35 years within the country and outside the country. I am also a practitioner and online counselor in America and UK and also in India. Dear friends, it's my privilege to share my experiences. Today's my topic is restoring the equilibrium, the family abuse and counseling. Restoring the equilibrium, family abuse and counseling. The present scenario in India. Today, the scenario is changing dramatically, especially in urban in India. You know pretty well, today, majority of the people in India migrating one place to another place and also from India to abroad for the employment. An increasing number of newly married couples set up their own household, leading to the prevalence of the nuclear family. Both work outside the home, rear their own children, and shoulder all responsibilities themselves. You know pretty well, my dear participants, those who are newly married, they left to the America and Australia for the employment. Their wives staying in India 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years. And also the software employees and culture employees, I have done wonderful research experience with my scholars and also publishing. So sometimes the wife night shift, husband day shift in software companies. Some husbands working somewhere else, the wife working in somewhere else. The migrated employees migrating from Haryana or Bihar, UP, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, migrating to Bangalore, Delhi, Hyderabad, and also Madras. So migrating employees, sometimes staying at home, sometimes children staying at the home. Coming into extended family support is not always available. But today, India is a great country earlier, and today also some parts of the country, joint families is there. And today, majority of the population expecting nuclear family. Wife and husband, either one child or 2 or 3. So when the wife at home, husband working somewhere else. If wife and husband moving to employment, the children staying at home. There is no proper extended family support for their family members. This has invariably resulted in increasing workload. Workload is also very high. Lesser number of children being produced, more insecurities, more interpersonal conflicts, and increasing number of divorces. So what I have seen during pandemic period, majority of the cases were registered in police stations. Recently, I published an article also. I will show the article. Taking help from a professional family therapist is not considered until it gets too late. So earlier, we had joint families. So elder parents, family members all together, staying at home, grandparents teaching moral values and ethics. They teach values. They teach bad touch and good touch. And also they teach interpersonal relations in between elders. So today, what happening, joint families day by day reducing joint families. Today, we have nuclear family, so that day by day, nuclear families are increasing, so that psychologist role playing vital role in our country. So that after Second World War, developing countries, including America, recognized, accepted, they started couple counseling, family counseling, and also marital counseling. And since last 10 years, India also recognized the importance of family counseling and family therapy. So those who are suffering with the family problems or couple problems, please come forward, go for family therapists. Going to family therapist is undertaken as one last chance at trying to save a marriage or relationship. So the family psychologist helping the wife and husband taking back into normal situations. There is a dearth of trained family and couple counselors in the country. Therefore, there is an urgent need to enhance the education and training facilities for family counseling in the Indian context to make such services available for those requiring the professional help. Just June month 9th, I was published one research article in Deccan Chronicle. So the title is Domestic Violence Rises in Pandemic. So if anybody is interested, you check in Deccan Chronicle, please you go through it, the importance and the need of the hour. Friends, I request you all the participants, whoever the married people attending the today's webinar, I request you all, you yourself go for personal check. Personal check is more important and personal assessment is more important. What are they? I will tell you. Number one, that is called as myths about the family. Myths about the family. Number one, were families happier in the past than they are now? Number two, is marrying and having children the natural thing to do? This is my second question. Number three, are good families self-sufficient, whereas the bad families really on public estates? Number four, is a family a bastion of love and support? Number five, should all of us strive to be as perfect as possible in our families? So that I request you all, once again, I'll repeat the myths. One is, were families happier in the past than they are now? Number two, is marrying and having children the natural thing to do? Number three, are good families self-sufficient, whereas the bad families really on public estates? Number 4 is a family, a bastion of love and support. Number 5, should all of us strive to be as perfect as possible in our families. Coming to the family. What do you mean the family? Family is made up of 2 or more people who are related by blood, marriage, or adoption, live together, form an economic unit, bear and raise children. Family is an intimate group of 2 or more people who live together in a committed relationship, care for one another and any children, share activities and close emotion ties. So that friends, commitment is more important, understanding is more important, the transparency is more important, the true love, true understanding, true friendship, and openness and positive attitude is very, very important in between wife and husband and the children. Not only that, care for one another. What is the care? About the personal, about the family, about the health. The care, for example, so today what I have seen in my counseling sessions, suppose the husband is not comfortable, is ill health. Suppose he need tablets, and also is suffering headache. So wife coming forward, giving tablet, glass of water, and also the wife applying gender balm on forehead. It gives immense pleasure to the husband. But what about the wife? How many Indian husbands coming forward, giving tablet and also glass of the water and taking gender balm, applying to the forehead? Such type of care is very important in between the wife and husband. And emotional support and emotional understanding, that is a family. And coming into a reproductive technology advance today, reproductive technology advances. A baby might have several parents. Baby might have several parents. An egg donor, a sperm donor, a woman who carries the baby during pregnancy, and the couple who intends to raise the child. Think about that. Think about that. This is the serious. The research is very, very important in this area. What we have seen, lifespan development. Lifespan development from conception to till old age. Sigmund Freud developed psychosexual development. Erikson theory, psychosocial development. The moral development developed by, and also MVR has developed by 5 stages of social and family development. So every stage is more important today. So today, the baby might have several parents. An egg donor is different. A sperm donor, a woman who carries the baby during pregnancy. Who is taking care? What type of support? What type of touching? Psychological touch, behavioral touch, or behavioral emotions? Think about that. Biological fathers may be dead for years by the time the child is actually conceived because his sperm can be frozen and stored. Frozen and stored. My dear senior psychologists and senior professors, please think these lines, do research in these areas. The family life, coming into family life. We have nuclear family, we have joint family, and single parent family. Very briefly, I'll speak. Nuclear family, a core unit of husband, wife, and their children. Wife and husband, one child or two children or three children. Joint family or multi-generational family. More than 5, more than 6, more than 10. Households that includes at least 3 generations such as children, parents, and grandparents. We have wonderful epics available in our country. Ramayana, Mahabharata. Not only this, Vemana written wonderful, the book. Sumati Satkam written wonderful book, wonderful ethics and moral values written. During joint family, the elder parents teach to the children that today they don't know name of these books. The single parent family, one parent, either biological or adoptive, who is responsible solely for the care of self and children. Coming into marriage. What is a marriage? A socially approved mating relationship that people expect to be stable and enduring is also universal. Countries vary in their specific norms and laws dictating who can marry whom at what age. But marriage everywhere is an important rite of passage that marks adulthood and its related responsibility, especially providing for a family. Why do people marry? Love, companionship, children, commitment, and personal fulfillment, adult identity. You know pretty well all these meanings: love, companionship, children, commitment, personal fulfillment, adult identity. And also, the marriage is meant for continuity and performance. What do you mean continuity and performance? Constant source of support. What type of support? Psychological support is more important. Emotional support is more important. The behavioral understanding is more important. Then physical support. Psychological support, it gives immense pleasure and quality of life. And also understanding in a shifting and changeable the world. That is called as a marriage. Marriage is generally seen as a socially or religiously sanctioned union between two adults for economic and procreational reasons. That is called as marriage. Marriage is a fusion of lovers who make a lifelong commitment to each other. Couple is more informal and broader, simply denotes two people in a relationship together. Family consists of persons who are biologically or psychologically related. What do you mean biologically, psychological related? Through historical, emotional, economical bonds is very, very important. We perceive themselves as a part of a household. Coming into friends, family values. Briefly, I'll explain psychological point of family values and also counseling. Within the counseling, so what type of values we supposed to focus in the family counseling. And also I will explain what type of values are prevailing, are existing today in some parts of the country. The several national survey shows that we place a high value on family. Example, Americans rank their family as the most important aspect of life. above health. Their priority health. Number 2, their priority work. Number 3, their priority money. Number 4, their priority religion. Religion. I will tell you some research evidences in America. Among high school seniors, 82% of girls and 70% of boys says that having a good marriage and family life is extremely important. The State of our Unions, 2007. 77% of first-year college students, both women and men, say that raising a family is very important in their lives. Chronicle of Higher Education, 2008. 9 in 10 million teens, those born after 1982, says that they trust and feel close their parents and describe themselves as happy, confident, and positive. However, 2000. So this is research findings given by the American government. But I tried, since last 1 month, I couldn't get the data in India, but I'll speak about in India. One of the longest surviving institution of India, one of the longest surviving institution in India, Indian family represents the three pillars of loyalty, integrity, and unity. Loyalty, integrity, and unity in between family members. That is Indian family system. You go back to Vedas, you go back to ancient history, medieval history, and modern history, and also today. Loyalty is more important in the family, integrity is more important, and unity is more important in the family. The first lessons of collectivism and sacrificing individualism are learned from the family. Learned from the family. Extended family and kinship are the major aspect of Indian family system. Yes, that is true. Now, I born and brought up in different place. I'm staying at Visakhapatnam, working place. My mother is today 92 years. My brother, elder brother, retired from Bangalore, returned back to my native place, staying with my mother. So today, my mother, my brother living together. So that is called as the first lessons of collectivism and sacrificing individualism and learned from the family. Our epics, the Ramayana, Mahabharata, abound with tales of sons, kings, and young men and women like Rama, Yudhishthira, Bharata, etc., who followed the family values, and those that did not like Shakuni, Duryodhana, and other evil men who ultimately face ruin because of such transgressions. So we should learn what is good, what is bad in Ramayana and Mahabharata. This is very, very important. So that the elders, the seniors, to teach ethics and moral values to respected children. This is very important. Coming to very important petitions, I'll tell you, this program organized by Ravindra Tagore Institute. What Ravindra Tagore that speaks about the family values. According to Ravindra Tagore, the family values, human values, and social values are the primary part of Indian culture. So take from Vedas, you take from ancient history, is our Indian culture coming from Indian culture. Family values, the human values, and also social values. And the youth plays an important role in the value making of the country. Value making of the country. The future of in any country solely depends on the values which youth carries forward. The role of the youth is amplified with the responsibilities. All these is treated as one of the major themes in the Indian fiction, especially by Ravindra Tagore. My dear participants, today our Indian total population 133 crores and above. The population is increasing, and also the female population decreased. In Andhra Pradesh, girl population is very less compared to male. So that, according to Ravindra Tagore, speaks about the values. The values is very, very important for the youth. That today, 47% and above our Indian population belongs to youth. The values on his shoulders. The values should learn from the parents or from the society. From the society, from the family is more important. The country development depending on the youth. Youth is more important. So that the doctors, engineers, the politicians, lawmakers, the teachers think about their values. The good people are there, bad people are there. We have to teach good values to the present generations. So the country development totally depending on the shoulders of the youth. That what Ravindra Tagore speaks. Coming into friends, some of the silent aspects of Indian family values. Silent aspects of Indian family values. One is a young person should always respect elders and touch their feet. Is that is true? I have seen. Whenever I'm going to Mumbai, most of the time I ask my friend, Professor Gautam Gawali, I want to stay in the guest house. But Professor Gautam Gawali and family members is not allowed to stay in the guest house. He's taking into his house. I'm staying at his house. I'm taking lunch, breakfast, dinner at the family members. Not only that, what I have seen, good experience in my life. They're both children, daughter and son. Respect elders and touch their feet. It's a good example. What I have seen, what I perceived, I am telling to the participants. One should never speak in a rude manner, in a high tone in their elders. This is very, very important. High tone is always danger. One should abstain from smoking and consumption of alcohol. Earlier, the children are far away. But today, some parts of the country, in some of the families, taking alcohol or smoking, parents and children together. It is not correct. That is not Indian family value. One must always wear decent clothing in public places. It's good. Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar always speaks dress and address is very, very important. Dress and address. One must always wear decent clothing. In public places is more important. One must always try to maintain a good bond with family and relatives. One must always try to welcome guests. Atidev Bhava. We have a very good word, Atidev Bhava. One must be hospitable to anyone who visits his home, irrespective of caste, creed, and color. I have seen this hospitality in Telangana district. In Telangana district, one must always consult elders before taking any important decisions. So whatever you want to take decisions, your children education, discuss with your wife, discuss with children, discuss with your elders. Today, what I have seen in my research, some of the parents, without discussing the students, without their interest, without their aptitude and attitude, they themselves decide recommending go for engineering and medicine. This is correct or not? We have to think, we have to correct it. Okay, Indian family value system. Coming into stages of marriage life. From date of marriage till old age and the death. The first year of marriage, experience, struggle. So newly married, the wife away from the parents is difficult to understand, difficult to adjust, understand husband, new house, new environment, but slowly independent of their parents while also attempting effectively communicate needs to one another in between wife and husband. Very beginning is difficult. Environment is different. Personality is different. Attitude is different. Very beginning is difficult and slowly become very good relations, very good communication between wife and husband. Number two, 2nd to 4th years of relationship. Honeymoon. According to the budget, going to the honeymoon starts to fade and the couple become involved with having kids and developing careers and establishing their own traditions and values. So, honeymoon job, blessed children, thinking about the career, and also they have to start to maintain their traditional values. 3 to 7 years of relationship. Couple faced with continuation or need to increase commitment about marriage, about the children, and also the work. And also they would notice tension can be noticed. 7 to 15 years of relationship. Decision making, conflict resolutions, problems are quite common. They know how to resolve the problems and accomplishing their tasks. And relationships are evaluated, how well it is maintained. 15 to 24 years of relationship. So here there is early 40s, middle adulthood, evaluating their lives as individuals and as couples, evaluating the past and the present. The children are teenagers, couples are separating for involvement in parenting. Again, struggle to define their identity. 25 to 35 years of relationship, partners are in their 50s and 60s. Children are living at home. They went for jobs or for education. The children went to America, Australia, or UK, or Singapore, or Malaysia. Couple may be coping with the death of their parents. By the time the parents' death, after 35 years relationship, has become source of intimacy, nurturance, and personal growth. Period of change as couple face new issues like illness. Illness is common, but in India, according to WHO, the second highest disease, depression. Today, depression is very high. Diabetes is high. Cancer is very high. Hypertension is high. Arthritis is very high. HIV is also high. Drug addiction also high. Think about that. Coming into according to psychological point of view, and also when you want to be a good family psychologist or therapist, first we should know the meaning of the law. It's very important. Then only you will be a good counselor, or couple counselor or family counselor. What do you mean love? Love has both an emotion and a behavior is essential for human survival. It is the families that we learn to love ourselves and love others. Actress Mae West once said, "I never loved any other person the way I loved myself." I loved myself. So, as individuals, first you love yourself. When you're loving yourself, you can easily love others. When you are understanding yourself, you understand others. The social philosopher Eric Fromm, 1956, saw self-love or love for oneself as essential for our social and emotional development and as prerequisite for loving others. Loving others. Self-love or love for oneself, essential. Social and emotional. Coming into, I am two important spirituals. One is the Bible, another one is Hindustani proverb about the love. 1 Corinthians 13th chapter 4 to 7 verses. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. It is not arrogant. It's not arrogant or rude. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. This is very, very important. Coming into Hindustani proverb, life is no longer once worn, when the heart is fixed on another. That is Hindustani proverb of love. Love and friendship. What type of love, what type of friendship is more important in between wife and husband? One is enjoyment. Friends enjoy being with each other most of the time. Sometimes occasional disagreements. Number two, acceptance. Accept each other the way they are, and they tolerate results and shortcomings instead of trying to chance each other. The trust is more important in between wife and husband. Friends trust and look out for each other. Respect each other. Respect each other's judgments. Mutual support. Help and support each other without expecting something in return. Confiding is more important. Share experience and feelings. Understanding is more important. Sympathetic about others. Feelings and thoughts. Honesty in between wife and husband. Open and honesty. They feel free to be themselves and say that they think. Love includes all these qualities and three more: sexual desire, priority over other relationships, and carrying the point of great self-sacrifice. What is love? Love is manifested. Love is based on respect. According to Johnson, 1985, love is often demanding. Love is often Demanding. What do you mean demanding? Real love is closer to what one other calls. The string the Oatmeal love, Johnson 85. Love means caring. Caring means responding to the other person's needs. Coming into intimacy. This is very, very important in between wife and husband. And also, as a family therapist, we have to check. P.M. Brown, 1995. P.M. Brown, 1995. Experience intimacy. Share a mutual emotional interest in each other. Share a mutual emotional interest in each other. Have some sort of history together, sort of history. Previous history, sharing each other, understanding each other, respecting each other. Have a distinct sense of identity as a couple. Hold a reciprocal commitment to a continued relationship. Share hopes and dreams for a common future. This is very, very important according to the Brown. And also some of the other writers including me, MVR Raju says that. Three kinds of intimacy. One is psychological intimacy, physical intimacy, affective, and verbal intimacy is more important. Psychological, physiological, affective, and verbal intimacy is more important. Coming into commitment. This is very, very important between wife and husband. Marriage and commitment don't always go hand in hand. Marriage and commitment don't always to go hand in hand. But mutual commitment is more important. One is loyalty is more important. Sense of loyalty. And number two, commitment towards religious and legal and moral and social commitment is more important. And emotional commitment is more important. Financial commitment is more important. And sexual commitment is also more important. And also commitment towards emotional attachment and emotional dependency and emotional love is more important. That is called as commitment. And also commitment means healthy relationship in between wife and husband. Commitment has many positive aspects such as affection, companionship, and trust. This is very, very important. Coming into, when you have seen all these, family, the marriage, the values, and also love, commitment, and friendship. So I will tell you very briefly about some of the research findings, marital burnout. According to MVR Raju, 1996. According to MVR Raju, 1996. The trust is diminutive. The trust is diminutive in between the couples, which leads to ego. Couples are not interested to disclose their problems. Couples are not interested to disclose their problems. They are not accepting their own beliefs. So when I've seen in my counseling experience, the very beginning, first 2, 3, or 4 sessions, they are unwilling to communicate. Why? Because if today they will tell about their problems, we may not maintaining confidentiality. And also they think that their family values come down. They're not accepting to reveal. Still they're maintaining confidentiality. So still they are burning inside. That's why couples are not interested to disclose their problems. First 2, 3 sessions. They are not accepting their own beliefs. MVR Raju, 1996. Coming into R.J. Erickson, Kaiser, 1993. It is the gradual deterioration of love, ultimate loss of an emotional attachment between partners. Emotional attachment between the partners. The process can go on for many years. Even the spouses share housework and childcare. One spouse may not give the another emotional support. This is quite common nowadays, what I have seen in India. Very few husbands sharing about the child care, about housework sharing. Just how much pain for a wife to think about that. Number of cases I have published also. She's going for employment. She wake up in the morning. She prepared the food, distributing breakfast to husband and the children, preparing the boxes, sending the children, and giving box to husband. She herself preparing and getting ready her box. She moved to happy office and coming back again. She herself again prepare food, feeding food to children, having a bath and having food to husband and giving physiological and psychological happiness to the husband. How much pain for women, think about my Indian participants and the psychologists. This is my clinical experience. One spouse may complain that the other is not confiding his or her innermost things, thoughts, and feelings, does not want to discuss problems. Erickson, Kaiser. I have identified some of the symptoms in couple of problems. I published this article also. See, client behavior as symptomatic of underlying issues need to be resolved in counseling sessions. Economic issues, companionship, intimacy, work and recreation, parenting. Today, what I have seen, some of the husbands, I am giving 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs for her gold or saris. That is not important. Every Indian woman expecting husband time, at least 2 hours. Sit besides or sit opposite. Have a nice talk. Have a nice smile. Have a nice coffee. Have a nice breakfast or lunch. Not your money. Parenting, household chores, extramarital relations, religion, the caste, friends, jealousy, ego, substance abuse, communications, job related, mother-in-law problems, dowry, body appearance. For first 2 years, she get pregnant, the body become fat. Normally, some of the husbands using abuse language, sexual misunderstandings. They want oral sex. They want anal sex. These are all the major problems I have identified in my counseling sessions. Coming into abuse, violence. People love each other can be cruel. We then turn to other family health issues, such as drug abuse, depression, suicide, eating disorders, and also abuse aspect. Couples who live together and current or former boyfriends, former girlfriends, former boyfriends, girlfriends. Type of violence, physical appearance, physical abuse. When a person hurts, tries to hurt a partner using physical force. Example, throwing objects, pushing, grabbing, slapping, kicking, biting, and hitting, beating, and choking. physical abuse. These are all the common practice today. That's why most of the cases were registered in police stations. Domestic violence, sexual abuse, forcing a partner to take part in sex by force without her interest, act when she or he doesn't consent. Example, taking part in unwanted sexual activity. That is called, unwanted is called as a rape. Emotional abuse, threatening a partner or loved ones. Example, staking, name calling, intimidation, not letting a partner see friends or family. Emotional abuse. Women are much more likely than men to report serious psychological distress. Psychological distress to attempt suicide. Women are more than men to experience serious physical injuries. I also give a number of interviews in press. Sometimes husband killed the wife, sometimes killed the children, sometimes wife is also killed, sometimes wife with boyfriend killed husband and children. We have seen the newspapers and TV channels. Female intimate partners are more likely to be murdered. Pregnant women are especially vulnerable. Sexual and physical violence usually go hand in hand during pregnancy. In recent years, what I say, the number of deaths by spouse and girlfriends and boyfriends are similar. Boyfriends and girlfriends are similar. Increase in women's financial power, a large number entered the workforce and postponing the marriage and parenthood. This is the truth. Today, they're getting employment, software employees, very few other software employees. Okay, when they're earning money, they're seeing the lakhs and the lakhs of rupees. They go for the marriage after 35, after 38, after 40s. They think about the marriage, think about the next generations. In recent economic downturn, affected intimate partners' homicide rates. Some characteristics of abuse. Unemployment. Unemployment is also one of the causes. Poverty is also one of the causes. Drug abuse is also one of the causes. And also gender. Women experience intimate partner violence. About age, about color, about the caste, about the religion. Men are more likely to use deadly weapon. Men are more usually deadly weapon. And very interesting, men experience more to commit family-side, murdering in spouse, ex-spouse, children, other relatives before committing suicide. And also some of the risk factors, partner violence. The women's education, income level is higher than the men's. The couple is separate rather than married. The man is sadistic, aggressive, jealous. The man is unemployed and the woman is employed. Family's income is below the poverty line. The man is younger than age 35. The family is socially isolated from neighbors, relatives, community. Age abuse probably results from financial responsibilities. About marriage stress. Social class coming into domestic violence is the most common in low-income families, and also The research findings, very recent. My observations, people in high socioeconomic families also abuse their partners and spouse. Higher socioeconomic families also abuse their partners and spouse. As coming to depression. So when you see all this process coming into depression, suicide, many families deal with depression or suicide. What they have? Negative impacts. Negative impacts. What do you mean depression? It is a mental disorder characterized by sadness and other negative emotions that interfere with the ability to work, study, sleep, eat, and enjoy experiences that what family present. Coming into suicide, depression may lead to suicide, taking one's life. Depression may lead to suicide. It is the 11th leading cause of death among Americans, and also in India is also suicide is very high. Coming to symptoms of depression, sadness, anxiety, and empty feelings. As a psychologist, family therapist, you have to notice these problems in the family counseling and couple counseling. Guilty, helplessness, hopelessness, loss of interest in usual hobbies, activities, difficulty concentrating, remembering, making decisions, loss of energy, restlessness, irritability, changes in weight, loss or gain, disturbed sleep, suicidal thoughts, physical problems such as headache, pain, digestive disorders. We have to notice in the counseling sessions. Coming to signs of suicide, withdrawal from family and friends, verbal expression of suicidal thoughts, even as joke, major personality changes, drug and alcohol abuse, difficulty in concentrating, running away, recent suicide of relative or friend, rejection by boyfriend or girlfriend, eating disorders, extreme and sudden neglect of appearance, sudden lack of interest in friends or usual activities. Coming to end, my dear friends, it's very, very important. Once you have seen and understanding and learned step by step about the family, marriage, the values, love, friendship, and commitment, and conflicts, and also abuse, domestic abuse, physical abuse, and social abuse. Okay, and also when you have seen depression symptoms and suicidal symptoms, coming into see the counseling and marital therapy. This is very, very important. Okay, okay. Very briefly, I will explain. When you have a next time elaborately, I am focusing only family therapy. So today, I am going to be very brief and in-depth information about the counseling and marital therapy. Counseling can be useful if therapists serve as impartial observers, counselors as impartial observers rather than favoring one side or the other. We should not favor male side or female side. We are impartial observers rather than favoring one side. Number two, counseling can help couples, families decrease some difficulties such as parenting problems, decreasing the parenting problems. And also we want to try to explore, ask them come forward knowing about the reality. And also, we have to focus introspection. Focus introspection is also more important in the marital therapy. This is very, very important. Coming into therapist, build stronger relationships. Stronger relationships. We have to focus our ethics, family ethics, social ethics, and moral ethics, our history. We have to focus, ask them to realize, ask them to analyze, ask them to introspect this type of knowledge, helping the couples build stronger relationships with each other and also their children. And family practitioners assist assisting diverse couples and families in a number of ways. You have to assist, you have to support, you have to encourage, and also show the empathy. Empathy is very, very important in family counseling sessions. It's very, very important. Empathy. And also, counselors need education. Education is important about our family, the family values, family traditions, type of families. The concern is very, very important. And also knowing about the pregnancy and knowing about the sex, name of the oral sex, name of the anal sex, and also sex relations and sex and love. When you are understanding, when you know, then only you'll be able to be a good family counselor, therapist in the counseling situations. So here, what I'm saying that number of ways. One, they individualize treatment programs. First, when they come together, sometimes only one person is coming. Okay, individual counseling is more important. Then couple counseling is more important. Then group counseling is more important. Help children cope with fears such as losing the non-residential parent permanently. Provide information on remarriage. Suppose they need remarriage with their understanding and its potential impact on the children. This is very, very important. And also counselors, think about today. We have number of court judgments. As a family psychologist, you have to thoroughly read, understand Supreme Court judgments. Supreme Court judgments about divorce, about living together. Before marriage, sex is permissible. You have to read and understand. So when you are not able to understand, you are very difficult to deal with the clients in the counseling situations. Coming into counselors can help couples identify their strengths and weaknesses. By born itself, irrespective of caste, irrespective of religion, irrespective of socio-economical background, they have their own strengths, they have their own weaknesses. Ask them to visualize. We have wonderful learning theories is there. We have wonderful learning theories. We have insight learning is there. Insight learning, COLA. Introspection is there, theory is there. Okay, ask them to, okay, read their strengths. Ask them to read their weaknesses. So once they read, once they understand, they themselves understand, once they themselves coming forward, improve their relationship. So this is acceptance. Acceptance is more important. Psychologists taking into acceptance together. It is called as counseling. And also a number of studies. Engaged couple concluded that the program were generally effective. Produced immediate gains in communication process, conflict management skills, and overall relationship quality increased. And also, once the counseling sessions, it takes minimum 5 to 10 sessions. Sometimes it takes more than 10 sessions. And follow-up is also more important. Every 3 months follow-up is more important. And later, every 6 months follow-up is more important. So this is very, very important. Coming to last, my dear friends. Recently, when I gone through the article written by Mr. M. Venkaiah Naidu, Vice President of India, 2018. What he said? He said, adopting our age-old philosophy of Vasudhaiva, Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, which embodies the spirit of humanism, compassion, magnanimity, and tolerance. Family becomes the basic building block of a harmonious, inclusive society. Family can shape the worldview, the foster and reinforce the value system of the individuals, and therefore consequently be the wrap and weft of a sustainable, peaceful, inclusive, prosperous world. And coming to last, according to Central Social Welfare Board, the government of India has now recognized the need for family counseling and set up a Central Social Welfare Board which runs a family counseling centers all over the country. The objectives of this center are to provide crisis intervention and counseling, necessary referral and rehabilitative services to women who are victims of domestic violence, maladjustment, and discard. It is hoped that the functioning of the board will soon encompass all kinds of family issues and concerns that can be addressed by professionally trained counselors. So, my dear friends, what I have seen very recently, the domestic violence, the cases day by day increased all over the country, including in Andhra Pradesh. This is the need of the hour. The psychologists come forward with well-trained with premarital counseling is more important, marital counseling is more important, couple counseling is more important, sexual counseling is also more important. Very, very important. Apart from that, personality theories, learning theories, psychological interventions theories, and counseling skills, and also thoroughly you have to read Indian social stratification. These are all very, very important. You will be a good counselor in our country. Thank you very much. Once again, I thank you, Dr. Datta Roy and his team, Ravindra Tagore Institute, and my respected professors and learned scholars. Once again, thank you very much, one and all.
Good morning to everybody. So we have understood the several principles of family counseling based upon Professor MVR Raju's presentation. Ravindra Tagore, he has given special importance on the family happiness. And based upon Ravindra Sangit, I have explored 14 path-oriented and 14 goal-oriented values. And I have noted that is some of the values are already discussed by Professor Raju. Therefore, I can say that is his importance on the family values. That is also related to the vision of Rabindranath Tagore. So thank you, Professor Raju, for highlighting these family values. Besides that, we can explore several indicators, not only for measurement of family harmony, family security, family peace, but also we have understood several theories and several researches related to the family values and the family harmony specifically. When we are seriously affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, when our family is going to be broken, when there are many children, they have lost their parents, and many people lost their economic resources. Recently, one from Malda, that is one of the districts in West Bengal, he told me, "Doctor, I want to commit suicide because I do not have any economic resource. I cannot give food to my wife, to my children. So I want to commit suicide now." So this is the horrible situation in Bengal because several migrant workers, they are coming from the other parts of India. And we are seriously affected. Not only Bengal, but I think the same situation happened in other places also, other parts of the India. At this moment, what Professor Raju has pointed us, that is the psychology should play major role in family counseling. We can set up family center in our localities. And for that reason, we have to train a good number of students about the family counseling, and specifically the areas, the researches, the theories already covered by Professor Raju. So now I am requesting the audience to share their own opinion about this lecture. So 1+ nod, you have written something. So 1+ nod, so please you share your opinion.
Happy morning to everybody, sir. This is indeed a need of the hour. During the pandemic, what Professor Raju sir has guided us in this session today is quite elaborate and given a food for thought for the counselors, which they can incorporate during their counseling, whether it's on the professional front or the personal front in their day-to-day lives. A good understanding, the bonding, the support system of the family, all these things together contribute towards well-being of the family. So we are indebted to you to be your students, and we are very thankful to you for the wonderful lecture you have given, sir, and the team who have taken the effort to conduct this Zoom meeting. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Professor Gautam Gawali, you have written something. Hello, Professor Gawali.
Yes, good morning. Yes, good morning, sir.
Good
I
morning,
have
good morning,
already
sir.
started, in the chat box whatever I felt after listening to Professor Raju. I have reflected myself there on in chat box. But since you are inviting me, let me have just a 1 minute of your time. I must congratulate this platform for Professor which we have created. Today we started with a very positive note. This Sunday we started with very positive note of your small children's performance and then performance of your colleague, dance performance and songs, and then very serious topic, particularly on the platform of Indian Academy of Applied Psychology, when this particular topic is well recognized and presented by our senior professor and president of this Indian Academy of Applied Psychology, Professor Raju. Now, this is a really very important topic, and in your introductory remark and your remark just now which you gave, and the kind of concern which you have expressed, due to this pandemic, the kind of unusual situation which we are going through. And psychologists, as all of us, we know psychologists, particularly during this pandemic period, have become very active, and society in general have understood the relevance of psychological perspective in dealing with such type of pandemic situation. I think, and then you are concerned for migrant laborers, and many people, they lost their earning member, and many of them, the kind of difficulties which they are facing during this pandemic. The concern which we have shown is really appreciable. Now, so Professor Raju's topic and the kind of applied orientation which he has given, that's something very interesting. Okay. And particularly some of our colleagues, those who are in audience, they have given their reflection in a very perfect manner. Okay, some of them said that this is important session during this pandemic, because here at least we have been spending some time with our family, more time with our family. Right, but the kind of with chat box which I have expressed myself, that when we look at marriage as an institute, now marriage as an institute is in trouble nowadays. It is not because of pandemic I'm talking about, before the pandemic also, and now because of the kind of transition from, say, joint family to nuclear family. The kind of transition which we are now going through has a lot of challenges. It has created a lot of challenges. Sometimes we only create a difficult situation for us, and then we find it very difficult to cope with the kind of difficulties and complexities which we prepared or create for ourselves. So such type of situations, such type of session, it will really be very helpful to deal with our family issues and rearing and parenting. Okay, so it's really very interesting, and I must congratulate you and your team for organizing such a relevant webinar on relevant topic at a very apt time. And congratulations to Professor Raju for a wonderful presentation and very spontaneous examples which you have given. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Gawali. Any other observation do you have?
Yes, I am Dr. Neelakandan from Annamalai University, Department of Psychology.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes,
So
really, it's a very...
Sir, please do video on so that we can see.
No, actually, I am not now. I am not.
Okay, sir, no problem.
That is why I am coming only in audio. It's really a very great opportunity to me and as well as for all the audience, because such a kind of expert and experienced professor's information is really wonderful, because I know very well about Professor Raju, because he's excellent and experienced professor. The way he explained is very simple, and as well as energetic one. Energetic in one. Most of the informations are Professor Raju are sharing all the things are in a practical way. Shared really is a wonderful one. I appreciate all the organizers to organize this kind of session. Especially this is very important and essential for this particular hour. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Several best wishes we have received from Gioni P7. I do not know what is the full name. Ramesh Kumar from OnePlus Not, from Anita Samanto. Good morning, sir. Excellent and informative session. Shoshi Prabha Stanley, very good talk. Thanks, Mr. Raju Gadu. From Nalluri Dakshayani, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Drakshayani, I am Drakshayani. I am very proud of you, sir. As a student of Raju, sir. If harmony in home, there will be excellence in the. There will be peace in the society. If peace in the society, there will be excellence in the world. If peace in the world, there will be excellence in the universe also. So, family well-being and harmony and the prosperity is a very important topic. So very amazing speech by Raju sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your nice suggestions and wonderful session. Thank you, sir. Dhanyavadaha. Sarvebhyaha. Namasarvebhyaha.
Namaste, madam. Thank you. Madam Dakshayani, thank you. Another one from Kavins, I do not know. And Dr. R. Nilakandan, already done. Moushumi Mojumdar, thank you very much, sir. Really excellent session. K. Venkata Lakshmi, are you here, madam? Good morning, sir. Excellent session. Thank you, sir. OnePlus Nord already finished. From Raj to everyone, from Shraddhanjali Dasgupta to everyone. Thank you, Dr. sir and team for such amazing session. Thank you, Shraddhanjali Dasgupta. And from Shiva Krishna, excellent session. Thank you, sir. Krishna Mohan, special thanks to Professor MVR Raju. Titus Pal, very useful and excellent presentation. From YV Uma Maheshwar Rao to everyone, wonderful session.
Yes, sir.
Are you here?
It's very one. Yes, sir, I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Okay, please.
Yes, sir, I'm here. It's a wonderful session, sir. I'm a student of Raju, sir, in MS Psychology from 2015 to 2017. It's a wonderful session. He has explained very well, sir. We got to the old days of the university. What he had learned, the same he has told here. And there is a wonderful session, sir. We learned a lot. We were able to teach our students also. At the same time, we are able to do counseling also. It's a very great session, and also thankful to the organizers for conducting such a nice session with such an excellent personality. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. B.B. Umash Maheshwar Rao, another one, Krishna Mohan already done. B. Krishna Mohan, Urpita Bhattacharya to everyone. Thank you, Urpita. Very useful session. From Balaji G to everyone. Thank you, Dr. Dattoray sir and Professor MVR Raju sir. Very excellent session. Family harmony, nice topic, sir. Indian family system, 3 pillars: loyalty, integrity, and unity. Okay, thank you. So any other observation, if you have, so please you share so that, and I am requesting all of you, please you fill up the feedback form. Okay, so if you are interested to get the certificate, I am requesting all of you to fill up the feedback form. Yes.
Sir, this is Vanaja sir from Hyderabad.
Okay. Please.
Yeah, sir.
Share your views.
Yes, sir. Raju sir really explained very well, sir, in counselor point of view and client point of view. I learned many things from sir's talk. And one more thing is we need to learn as a counselor law and rules. That is for me home taking point, sir. And one more thing here, as a counselor, sometimes we will support one person. If couple will come for counseling, no, sometimes we will support women, sometimes men. We should not do that one. That is home taking point, sir, in my view. And sir covered in very well, sir. I learned many things. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Any other feedback?
Hello.
Yeah, good morning,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, you are audible. Galaxy Tab A, I do not know. Who are you? So please you introduce yourself.
Sir, I
Okay,
am.
good morning, everybody.
Sir,
I am Halawe
Dr.
from
Varalakshmi,
Ethiopia.
sir. I'm Dr.
Is
Varalakshmi
it
from
audible?
Tirupati, sir.
So
PhD in psychology from SC University, and I'm working as a lecturer to
Can you
teacher
hear me?
training institute.
Is it
This
audible?
is really new topic and really interesting.
One sec,
Yes.
one sec, Dr. Bhalalakshmi. Let him speak first, Galaxy Tab. After that, he will speak. Okay, please you don't mind. Please you
Good
don't mind.
morning, everybody. I
Yes,
am
yes.
Halawe from Ethiopia.
Okay, please
I
you
am,
tell.
I am Halawe from Ethiopia.
Okay, you are
I
audible.
did
So
my
please you introduce yourself.
okay. My name is Halawe Kipamkael from Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have accomplished my PhD under the guidance of Professor EMBIR Raju.
Oh, that's good. Good, very good. Thank you.
And he has invited me to attend this session.
Okay.
And I am very happy that he has presented very well, including different research findings as well as his detailed work. And I'm happy that I have learned so many things. And I would like to thank Senior Professor EMBIR Raju for his nice presentation. I have learned so many things from this presentation. And also I would like to thank the organizers of this discussion points. And thank you very much for everybody. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Senior Professor EMBIR Raju, for your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. One question, that is Professor Raju has given importance on the collectivistic value, because the collectivistic value is very important in Asian countries. I do not know what is happening in Ethiopia, whether Ethiopian people are giving importance on the collectivistic value or the individualistic value. Any idea?
Well, the Ethiopian culture is more of a collectivist culture, something which seems like the Indian culture, but the culture that the Ethiopian people is implementing is something different in some situations.
Okay.
So we do have a collective culture.
Acha, acha. Okay. Because here we have noted that is due to economic issues, our collectivistic values are breaking, basically the breaking to the individualistic value. Whether the same thing happen in Ethiopia, I do not know.
Yes. The same thing is happening in Ethiopia, especially the corona situation is highly influencing the economic and the people's lives. Even though the situation is not studied very well here, as what you are doing in India, everybody is in trouble right now due to the coronavirus situation. The economic situation highly collapsing and people are in trouble. Things are increasing. There is a high cost of living, and there are also different wars in some parts of Ethiopia. All these things are highly making difficult the lives of people here in Ethiopia.
Okay. Whether you have the family center, what Professor Raju has discussed here, family center scheme, is it there in Ethiopia?
Yes, there are family centers, but it's not that much strengthened like Indians are doing right now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, now Dr. Bharalakshmi, please you share.
Yeah, good morning, Raju sir, and good morning, all of you. I'm Dr. Varalakshmi from SV University, sir, Tirupati. I'm working as a teacher training lecturer in Kadapa district. It's really a very useful session, and sir has described very well about the marital problems and have learned a lot. So the way he described, I understood in psychological and physical perspective how the couple are facing when there is a lack of commitment. It's really very useful session, sir. And one more thing, if you have shared the PPTs, it will be very useful because in the middle of the session, due to network issues, I have missed some useful talk. So I have expected the PPTs. And also, I'm expecting a few more webinars on the same topic. I want to learn more counseling techniques and therapies from you. It's really
Yeah.
worth participating. I'm so grateful and thankful to you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One-
Actually,
yeah.
PPT is not the problem because everything is available in the YouTube. So
Yeah.
from the YouTube, we will get all the information. Okay, and if Professor Raju is interested to give you us this PPT, that is because he has not presented the PPT. Okay, so I think that is better from the YouTube. We will get all the information. Now, this is my perception because I know SB University. I gave lecture also there in SB University long back in Tirupati. Okay, and at that time, the geriatric psychology is very prominent, specifically in Tirupati. So
Yes,
do
sir.
you
By
find
Professor
any,
Deborah
yeah,
Vedanar,
because,
sir.
yes, I think the same situation happens in Tirupati. Maybe they have the geriatric psychology. So do you find anything about this? Because this at the period of old age or the senior level,
Yes, yes, sir. Because in the
family systems sometimes are breaking.
yes, yes,
Specifically in our places, we have observed the breaking of family system. Okay, so
yes, sir.
they because the partners, they want to make separate arrangement with the previous one, that is before the premarital, whatever the relationship is there. Okay. So have you observed anything, any family issues or family stress specifically in your place?
Yes, sir. During this pandemic season, I really have observed so many problems among the couples, sir. So, sir has described that it's clearly seen in the migrated couples, sir. Those who are staying in other countries and other places now, due to pandemic, they are living together. Now they come to know the attitudes and the differences. So, by staying a long time, even the problems faced by the couple, it's personally I have observed in my surroundings, sir. And also even in the family also, the lack of understanding between the couple and the children. So there also I have experienced certain webinar is very much important for the family to understand each other and to resolve their conflicts. And those who are lacking the commitment, those who are not in contact with the family, so this webinar really makes them to understand each other and come to know their problems and resolve their conflicts, sir. Really highly required topic during this pandemic season. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Bharatashmi, madam. It's very nice. You have covered the children issue also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other speaker? Any
Sir,
other observation?
can I share my words, sir?
Oh, sure. Please introduce yourself.
I really get the opportunity to participate in this wonderful session. Raju Garu, I am Raju. I am a research scholar in Andhra University, and I am also a student of senior professor MVR Raju Garu. I studied psychology in 2017 to 2019. I am very glad to hear you from you, Raju sir. So we have heard many classes from you. We are here because of you. And wonderful organizing this, sir. That's all right, sir. The wonderful session. This Sunday, every Sunday, I used to spend with my family. And most importantly, the takeaway from my Raju sir's session is, I have a small kid of 3 years, sir. So what we are facing, all the challenges, that is clearly explained by Raju sir. The way in early 40s, what our psychology says in families, like 3 important pillars of Indian tradition. So the wonderful session, sir. I loved it. As usually, you are a wonderful speaker. Anytime I will get the opportunity, I used to spend, even though I'm engaged with anything also, I used to log in for your webinars. And you are a very busy person, but still sparing some time for our students is wonderful, sir. And I know everybody has many things to say, but limit of time. I would thank my Raju sir for giving me the opportunity to listen a word, because we'll get very less opportunity by professors like Raju sir. Thank you very much, sir. And especially special thanks to the trust where they conducted this session. Sunday is our personal day, but still people have spared some time because of this trust. Wonderful session, and the feedback from abroad the places like Ethiopia. Wonderful, sir, by taking some time. Lovely session, sir. Have a wonderful day, and be safe and be healthy.
Thank you. Yes, very true. Professor Raju is very busy person. Despite of his very busy schedule, he arranged the time for us. We are grateful to him. Some Gioni P7. Hello, Gioni P7. Do you want to share? You have raised your hand. I do not know what's the reason. So I think.
Myself, Duryodhan Karada.
Hello, Gioni, please.
From Odisha.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Gioni. Okay. Okay,
Sir,
thank
this is
you, everybody.
Sir, this is
Harshut family, you are, I think you are the student of Professor Raju.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm so happy to be in the webinar. And then I'm very much happy to be with Raju, sir, to be accompanying with the session and all. And then I'm very glad to you conducting this type of your trust and yourself to be conducting like this type of webinars and all. And then I'm such a good session we are attended today. And then very much important to every family member and then every psychologist also. So once again, I'm happy with Raju sir, and then I'm thankful to you and all. This is Vasundhara Sharma signing off.
Thank you, Professor. So today we have understood many things from the speech of our eminent professor, Professor MVR Raju, the president of the Indian Academy of Applied Psychology. And we have understood several psychological principles today. I am requesting all of you, please you do some research specifically on the family values. Once upon a time, Professor Raju invited me to conduct one program in Andhra University related to the SPSS, that is the data analysis, and Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute provides the data analysis support. So if anybody is interested, they can contact us, rpri.edu@gmail.com. That is our email address. We have the rpri.edu@gmail.com. We have the blog, that is rpri.edu.blogspot.in. And we are providing some of the courses related to research methodology. We have conducted recently some of the courses like data science. I have developed the concept of psychoinformatics. Besides Ravindra psychotherapy. So I hope that is in near future, you will make your contact with us. And if you think that is there is some any eminent person or eminent speaker who can share his or her views on any particular topic, especially we are giving importance on Tagore's view, that is Rabindranath Tagore's view, Rabindranath Tagore's philosophy, since the family security, family harmony, we have noted in Ravindra Sangit, there is one song, Sada Thako Anande. So Tagore has given importance on the family happiness. Duryodhan, okay. Do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, please you
Sir.
finish because Professor Raju is very busy person. So if you have any question, you can share.
Yeah. First, I am congratulating you all. My opinion is to pressure on government to establish at least one counseling center in each block, taluka, all over India. It will help the family and the children also. Because in post-pandemic situation, lots of family breaking now. So you could help both counseling and rehabilitation. Okay, thank you. Hello.
Hello, thank you. Now I want to share my screen for one Ravindra Dance. After that, we will finish the valedictory and then we will close.
শুধু পটে লেখা ওই যে সুদূর নিহারিকা যারা করে আছে ভিড় আকাশের নীল ওই যারা দিন রাত্রি আলো হাতে চলিয়াছে আধারের যাত্রী গ্রহ তারা রবি তুমি কি তাদের মতো সত্য হয় ছবি তুমি শুধু ছবি তুমি কি কেবলই ছবি সম্মুখে তুমি নয়নের মাঝখানে নিয়েছো যে ঠাই নয়ন সম্মুখে তুমি নয়নের মাঝখানে নিয়েছো যে ঠাই আজি তাই শ্যামলে শ্যামল তুমি নীলিমায় নীল আমার লিখে তোমাতে পেয়েছে তার অন্তরের মিল নাহি জানি কে
you, Alakpada Rai, for your dance that represents Shattam Shivam Sundaram. And we all are grateful to Professor MVR Raju. Despite of his very, very busy schedule, he arranged time for us and he elaborated his vision specifically on family counseling. And we all are highly privileged for his presence and for his very, very valuable suggestions related to the family counseling. So now I am requesting all of you, please close your hands for the closing prayer. Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everybody. So now I am going to end the program. Thank you all. In the next Sunday again, I will present some other program for you and you will be enlightened with some new topic.
Thank you, and every participants. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.